Like that. We'll bring the feet apart. Close your eyes. So bringing your attention inside of yourself or onto your breath. And then start reclaiming all that attention that we give to other people, things in our lives, and just bring it onto you. Cycling your breath through. And then growing the spine a little bit, hollowing the lower part of your belly. And we're going to start twirling from side to side from the waist. So you can breathe however you'd like on this one. Just let the breath be fluid. Let the arms dangle. And allow a little bit of a twist in the spine, in the waist, in the torso, the lower part of the torso. Try to engage the legs to stay fairly leveled with your hips. And finding your space within, right, as you move from side to side with your eyes closed. So awakening your inner spatial eye, right, the one that sees without the eyeballs. We'll move the arms a little higher on the torso, maybe towards the shoulders, and let those arms slap you around a little bit. Just a little bit of a massage. Good, and then we'll go down with the arms. Keep your twist from side to side. And gently slowing down until you can come center. We'll sweep the left arm up and overhead and move to your right side. So a side bend in the torso without compressing the right side. You want to lengthen up a little bit as you reach out. Press the weight onto your left heel more. And exhale to release, switching to the other side. Open the chest a little bit towards the ceiling and even the face. Take an inhale. And exhale, releasing. We'll sweep the arms. Inhale. Turn the toes out and sit. So we'll open the legs here in your goddess. Hands at the heart. Again, you can either close your eyes or gaze in front of you. sitting in your goddess squat. Good. Take another breath. And inhale, straighten the legs. Turn the heels out for your wide-legged standing fold. Allow yourself to do less of a fold than you would normally do. And release the hands wherever you want. Just allowing the body to stretch a little bit, the spine, micro bend the knees or bend them more. Look behind you. Cycling the breath and just letting yourself be. We're not forcing or pushing here. We're just hanging out. We'll take 2 more. Dropping the torso maybe slightly more if you feel like you could. Last one. Good. Inhale, halfway, hands on the floor or on your blocks into a flat spine. Deep breath, deep exhale. So finding a place where you can flatten the hands, whether on blocks or the floor. And then we'll do our cat-cow here. So rounding the spine, taking a breath with that and curling under. Good, let's take 2 more. Up and down. Heel toe your feet closer together into a standing fold with the feet apart. And again, drop. Coming close to your thighs here. Keeping the shoulders up and away. Just finding movement in your spine wherever you need it. Maybe pedaling the legs and bending one knee a little bit deeper than the other. Opening those hamstrings. Letting those thoughts just leave you, right? Just let them go. We don't need that many thoughts when we do yoga. All we need to do is concentrate on what we're doing. And then we'll, so make sure your hands are touching the floor or blocks, right? If you can't touch the floor, grab a block or a blanket. And we're going to pull back with the sit bones and lean back onto your heels more. Stay there and find a little bit of more of a stretch in your hamstring. Big breath. Big exhale. And then inhale, come forward, lifting the chest, and then move forward, more finding the weight a little bit more on your toes and leaning forward and staying there. Flatten your spine as best you can. Good, and we'll move to the left. So leaning to your left, keep those hands and feet where they're at. Take another breath. Trying to keep your balance as you move, and then to the right without falling. Nice deep breath. Try to stay. One more. And then come back center. We'll move forward again, lifting the chest, opening the heart forward. Shoulders back. Nice long spine, flat back. And then exhale, move back onto your heels more. Reaching with the sit bones behind you. Dropping the chest maybe more. Deep breath. Good. One more. And come back center on your feet and roll the spine up. Inhale as you come up. We'll sweep the arms up and overhead. Face the top of your mat. Nice long torso again, reaching up, and then exhale, fold. Inhale, open chest, lengthening the spine halfway up. And then exhale, we'll step right foot back into a lunge with the hands on either side of your front foot. Breathe in, breathe out. For those of you who want a little bit more strength here, use your core, your quads, your inner thighs, and we'll bring the hands at the waist. Keep the torso low. Try not to shift in your hips. And then we'll come up with the torso into your high lunge. You can also drop the back knee to the mat for balance. Good. Deep breath and sweep the arms whenever you're ready. Just relax your shoulders. We'll grab opposite elbows. Take one last breath. And we'll count. 3 counts to drop the back knee to the mat. 3, 2, and 1. Sink the hips. Try to keep the hands wherever you have them, above the head or at the waist. Keep the torso up. Deep breath. Deep exhale. And releasing. Hands to floor, straightening your front knee for your runner's lunge. Dropping your forehead towards the knee. Good. Take one last breath. And then we'll sit back onto our right heel. I mean, not the heel. We're going to sit on the floor for our Ardha Matsyendrasana, your seated twist. You can either straighten the right leg and cross over with the left, or keep the right leg bent. Make sure you're sitting on both sit bones. We turn left. So an easy twist here. Don't overdo it. Just let the body open up and wake up. Sitting that left sit bone fully on the floor. Keeping the knee right into your chest. Breathe in. Look back further. And inhale to look forward. Exhale, releasing onto your hands and knees into your downward facing dog. Good, let's take 2 more breaths. Come into your plank or on your knees. Open the chest here. Make sure the shoulder blades are engaged here on your back. Take an inhale. On your exhale, lower down. Belly to mat. Inhale for your cobra. Staying for your back bend. Again, shoulders always stay down here. Strong legs. And then sliding back either into your child's pose or downward facing dog. Deep breath to release the tension and the exertion that we created a little bit here with a little bit of strength and flexibility. Finding your strength within your prana, your breath, and beyond within yourself. Let's all come up, downward dog. Take one last breath. We'll walk to the top of your mat. Standing fold. Inhale in your half lift, lengthen the spine, nice flat spine. And then exhale, deep fold. Inhale, bend the knees, roll up. Finding your standing posture. Inhale, sweeping, Urdhva Hastasana, looking up. And exhale, hands at the heart. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale in your half lift. Exhale, we'll step. Left foot goes back into your crescent lunge. Knee off the floor if possible. Again, flattening your back as soon as you're there. Finding the strength within this pose. Inner thighs are squeezing in. Again, for those of you who want more, hands to waist. Keep the torso reaching forward. Deep breath. And inhale. Let's come up with the torso, finding your balance. Sweeping the arms. Inhale. Grabbing opposite elbows above your head if you can. One last breath. And inhale. On your exhale, drop the left knee to the mat. 3, 2, and 1. Keeping the arms where they're at. Sink the hips forward. Mini back bend here. Keep the torso straight up or further back. Last breath. Releasing hands to floor, runner's lunge. So you flex the front foot and straighten your front leg, keeping the hands where they were. You can round your back here and drop towards the thigh. Good, one last breath. Sit closer to your leg. And then we'll sit back into our seated twist for the other side. So I'll keep my left knee bent. Do as you did before. Left leg can be straight. It's up to you. Turning right. Moving with the coordination of your breath always. Lengthening the side torso as you twist. Sitting that right sit bone even more. Last breath. Inhale, looking forward. Exhale, release. We'll move onto our knees for your downward facing dog. Last 2 breaths. Inhale into your plank. Opening the chest. On your next exhale, lower down. Inhale in your cobra. Stay up for 5 breaths. Last breath. And sliding back, child's pose or down dog. I will start coming up into our downward facing dog. Do the full length of your down dog. That's the length of your plank, of course. Nice. Let's take another breath. On your exhale, walk forward. Hands, feet and hands align. Inhale in your flat back, deep fold. Exhale. Inhale, roll the spine up. Finding length as you arrive. Sweeping the arms. Exhale in your Tadasana. Good. Nice deep inhale and deep exhale. Good. Last breath like that. We'll start straight out into our tree pose. A little early, but better early than not at all, right? All right. Let's bring that right foot in if you can. Some of you may grab the knee. That's fine. Take one last breath. And we're going to step the right foot back into a lunge. Hands at the heart center first, and then we'll step back into a lunge. Try to find a nice low lunge here. Reaching the arms up, reaching lower with the torso. So pointing forward over your thigh with the torso. You can keep the hands at the waist if that's easier. Deep breath. Inhale, lift the torso for a regular lunge. And then one more breath here. Inhale. On your exhale, we lower the back knee. 3, 2, and 1. And then sinking in, keeping the arms where they're at, either overhead, palms together, or at the waist. Good. Last breath, sinking those hips in. Hands to floor. Exhale on either side of your front foot with those hands. Runner's lunge. We push back, lengthen the front leg. Dropping the head over the knee or inside the knee. Rounding your back, breathing into your spine. Good. Last breath. We come back standing on the right knee and turn to your right for a side plank with the right knee down. So those of you who want to grab a block for your right hand, you can also do that. The palm is flat here. You can align the palm with the calf. So pressing the hip bones forward. Often we keep the butt back because we don't have the extension in the hip flexor. So do the best you can. Left foot is flat. Left arm goes up. Look up. Relax the shoulders. Those of you who want a little bit more will straighten both legs and stack them on top of each other. Everyone else stay on your right knee. Good. One last breath. And then we're going to drop those hips down and sit. So find yourself seated on your mat somehow for a seated fold. Inhale, reach the arms up. Tall torso. Exhale, reach forward. Nice deep breath. Try to release a little closer to your legs and just relax. We're just competing with ourselves, not anything else. Just finding what your body needs. All right, real nice, everyone. Let's come up. Inhale. Rock, roll onto your spine. We'll try to come up into a standing fold. So you can meet us into your standing forward fold. Otherwise, rock, roll into a standing folded version. Consolidating the legs here, hollowing the belly in and up. And then pressing yourself into your thighs. Big breath. Roll the spine up. Take your time. Inhale as you come up. Sweep the arms. Nice tall torso as well here. Tadasana. And then getting yourself ready for your tree pose on the other side. So left foot or other side of what you did before. Nice deep inhale. Hands at the heart center. We're going to step the left foot back into a lunge. Arms up and overhead. Or hands at the waist. Leaning over the thigh with the torso. Reach the arms forward if you can. Keep the strength in your inner thighs, quad, not the knee. Inhale, lift the torso for your regular lunge. And then we'll drop the back knee on 3 count. 3, 2, and 1. Sinking forward with the inner thighs. Again, do a deeper bend with your front knee. allowing the lower back to lengthen by lifting the heart here. And releasing hands to the floor for your runner's lunge. So flexing the front foot, lengthening the right leg. One last breath. Come forward and turn to your left on your left knee. We stand on the left knee for your side plank. The right foot is flat on the floor. Align the knees and the foot. Inhale. Sweep up and then alpha exhale. Left hand underneath your left shoulder. Right arm straight up. Try to look up. Press those hip bones forward a little bit more. For those of you who are going to do the full version, right, we stack the feet on top of each other, straight legs. Or the one foot in front of the other would work as well. Last breath. Start releasing and sitting somehow. Watch out with your wrist. Don't hurt yourself. Seated, wide leg. Upavishta Konasana. So reaching forward with a nice flat back. Keep moving forward and down. Let your body just be fluid. Each breath allows you to get a little bit more involved without pushing or forcing anything. Deep breath. And we'll roll the spine up. Inhale. Nice and easy. I'm going to grab my blanket. Sitting on your blanket if you want, or on the floor. Cobbler's pose, soles of feet together. And again, we lean over the legs until the forehead can touch the floor. The knees would have to be fully on the floor for that, so don't overdo it. We'll take one last breath, reaching, dropping, flattening your back. And inhale, come on up. Grab those knees, push them in. Sitting on the floor here. So feet flat on the floor, we're going to move into some modification of Navasana, boat pose. The feet can be together, knees together. So grab your kneecaps here and lean back with the torso. Tuck the belly. It's a core exercise, so eventually you'll feel it. And we're going to lift the right leg and both legs. Those of you who want more, right? You could stay here. You could straighten the right leg and the right arm. Strong. And then both legs. grab the knees, and then cross at the ankle. I have my left foot forward, so you can have whatever foot you want, but you'll want to crisscross on the other round that we're going to do. So yoga mudra here. Deep breath, drop the chest. You can touch the forehead to the floor if you feel like you can. And we'll come back up. Bring your feet flat on the floor. Lean back until your arms are straight. You're grabbing your kneecaps right here. And we'll start with the left leg. So you want the foot knee height. Right, don't let it hang off the floor. And then both legs. Keep the spine real tall, right? My back is not rounded at all. And we'll straighten the left leg and the left arm. For those of you who want more. Both legs. Last breath. And then we'll grab those knees or ankles, crisscross. So this time I'm putting my right foot in front of the left. For your yoga mudra, this side is a little harder for me. Again, it's kind of a hip opener here, inner thighs. So gradually descend the torso, forehead maybe touch the floor, maybe not. Try to let go here and surrender a little bit of the difficulty you may feel. Be at ease with yourself and just let the posture take its place. We'll take one last breath. Nice. Let's come back up. Let's grab those knees, rock, roll on your spine we're going to roll back on the mat. So if you want to roll a few times, you can. If you just want to lie back, that's fine too. And we'll lie back fully, knees into your chest. Let's open these arms for your recline twist. So shoulders stay flat on the floor as we drop the knees together on your right. Roll left with the head. All right, nice. So stay where you are here, and we'll straighten that left leg. You probably can't really see it. I'm going to scoot to the left a little bit so you can see me better. But we'll drop. So we keep the knees on the right and straighten the top leg, and grab that big toe maybe with the right hand, or anywhere on the leg would do. And then we're going to slide the right knee, the bottom knee, down, and so the knee points towards the top of your mat more. Then you're going to try to reach your foot with your left hand. So you're bound here if you're grabbing your toes or the legs. If you can't reach the foot, the right foot with your left hand, that's fine. Try to find it. It's not that far usually. And then drop the left shoulder once you're in that bound posture. Try to bring that left shoulder on the floor. Big inhale, big exhale. Good, last one. And release your feet. Let's come back center. Flatten your spine, knees over your chest for a second, arms wide open. Big belly breath. Big exhale. And we'll straighten the legs up. So interlace the hands behind your head. We're going to do another little core exercise. This time we'll wrap the right leg over the left. So the legs are going to bend. It's like an eagle leg, Garudasana. And inhale, low to the ground. Exhale, lift the torso straight up. Tuck the belly. Inhale down without touching. And exhale up. Keep the elbows wide open. Inhale down, exhale. Try to use your core here. Inhale, exhale. Keep the head resting into your hands. Keep pulsing, nice and slow. If you do this correctly and you tuck the belly as you exhale and lift the torso, you should start feeling some burning sensation in the core. Good. One more breath here. One more exhale. Release the head to the floor. Keep the legs wrapped around and roll from side to side. A little massage on the lower back on the floor. Big breath. Nice. Undo the legs, arms wide open, and we'll do our recline twist on the other side. So drop the knees on your left. Rolling the head to your right, keeping the right shoulder nice and flat. So we're going to try the same thing here. Straighten your right leg straight out from the knee and try to reach it with your left hand. So reach the foot. You can reach anywhere behind the knee or calf or ankle. Relax right here. A little bit deeper stretch in the gluteus maximus, the bigger part of the glute here. And your lower back as well, and hamstring, of course. And then allow the left knee to drop down and slide facing the top of your mat more. Keep that leg bent and then reach for the toe here. So you may have to go fetch it a little bit. And if you can't, don't worry about it. Those of you in the bind, drop that right shoulder. Flatten that right shoulder blade on the floor. Big breath. Good. One more. And we'll release. Release your feet. Come back center onto your mat. And we'll straighten the legs straight up. All right, let's wrap the left leg over the right or whatever you didn't do before, if you can remember. So you'll bend the knees here, and that's perfectly fine. It will ease your back at the same time. If you can wrap the foot behind the calf here and do it. So interlace your hands behind your head. Take an inhale here with the elbows wide open. Exhale, lift through the sternum bone. Tuck the belly. Exhale, exhale. Inhale down without touching. Exhale up. Keep your head facing the ceiling. And exhale. Exhale. Exhale up. Exhale. Exhale. A few more. Last two. One more, an extra one. And exhale down all the way under your legs. Bring the knees over your belly. Relax on the floor. Arms wide open if you want. Good, real nice. And then we'll bring the soles of feet together for a reclined butterfly. Let's take one last breath. All right, good. Let's release the legs straight. Flip yourself over onto your belly. I know, we're ready to fall asleep now. It's we're getting close. All right, let's bring the hands on either side of your chest, forehead to mat. For Cobra, we'll do about 6 up and down. So roll the shoulders back, clasp your shoulder blades on your inhale, consolidate the legs and lift the torso. Again, how far you go is up to you. Exhale down, inhale up. It depends on your spine. It depends on how open you are. Two more. I wasn't counting, so I'm sorry if we're doing a few more. And then inhale up and exhale, lower down. Chin to mat. Fist your hands right underneath your thighs here. For your Shalabhasana locust pose, we only lift the legs. Chin stays on the floor, maybe the forehead if your neck hurts. Squeezing into the glutes, pointing the tailbone towards your toes. Keeping the legs straight. It's a back strengthening. Try to stick with that. Two more breaths. Lifting. Exhaling down. Nice, everyone. We'll slide back into a child's pose to release the spine. You also could stay on the floor, on your belly. All right, I'm going to let you choose here. We're going to do one of the three. I'm going to do my camel pose on my knees. You can do a bridge if you'd like, or you could come onto your belly and do your Dhanurasana, your bow pose. So feel free to aim for what you want. Again, you can be on your back for bridge. And if you don't know any of those postures, then follow what I'm doing. Again, you can use a block for the what I'm doing here, the camel pose. I'm going to use my heels. You can keep the hands at your lower back, or start here and move into your heels, or the block on either side of your feet if you want. Try to keep your hip bones forward. It's a back bend. So I'm not dropping my head due to my brain injury, but those, if you have no issues there, drop the head, right? It's good for your the pineal gland and your the hypothalamus gland and the other one, I forget the name, the thalamus. Those are all hormonal making glands. So when we drop the head or do different posture, we activate them and engage them a little bit. They come alive. Last 2 breaths. Chin in and then releasing. Feel free to, if you're on your back, you want to do a windshield wipe. We'll all do that later. I'm going to do my down dog to release my back. But you could do a child's pose as well here. Or bring your knees into your belly if you're on your back. All right, nice, everyone. Let's come seated for a Janu Sirsasana. Checking the time. Yeah, we are coming close. So right foot in for your Janu Sirsasana and left leg straight. One last breath. Inhale to come up. We'll switch straight away on the other side. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Come close to your leg for one last breath. And inhale will come up, lying back onto your mat. Right, so feet flat on the floor like you do for your bridge, and we'll do our windshield wipe right here. So feet at the edges of the mat and drop the knees on your right. Let the knee just hug the floor. We're releasing the lower back, the inner thighs, and all that we just did here, the spine. Let the weight be heavy. right on the floor and drop. And we'll start rolling up with the knees to move to the other side. So same thing, feet stays at the edge of your mat and drop the knees on the left. Big belly. Nice. Let's set up for your shoulder stand. Again, I'm not going to be doing it, but you guys can. I'm going to do my legs up the wall without the wall. If you want to do straight away legs up the wall, you could do that to finish your into your last posture and forego shavasana. Your shavasana would be legs up the wall. So again, if you do that, put a layer of blanket or a bolster, even better, underneath your lower back. I will be doing my shavasana and then legs straight up. The block is flat underneath you, right? There's no real height to it. If your bones are a little bony like they are today for me, you could put a blanket as well. There should be no pain in this posture in your back for sure. So if there is a little pain there, just move the block up or down, just adjust. Keeping the mind calm and quiet. Yeah, by the end of class, hopefully we've settled our mind. We've harmonized all our bodies, right? The emotional body, our mind body, our physical body. And everything should be at ease. At least a little bit more than it was before. So we're going to start undoing the posture. You can bring your legs behind your head for the shoulder stand people, and otherwise knees into your belly. We'll release the feet to remove the block. Roll out of your posture. Let's all come in. So you could also do your fish pose. I'm going to forego and do my happy baby. And give to yourself in kindness, in good thoughts, in appreciation. Right? Always serve yourself first. That's a spiritual imperative. And once you have extra to give, then you can give. I will slowly wrap it up and move into our Shavasana, setting yourself for comfort. Maybe a blanket underneath your knees. Maybe an eye pillow as well for your eyes. Those are nice. It allows you to be in complete darkness, and also it does pressure points around the eye socket, so it has a double effect. We'll start bringing ourselves back into our body. Extending the arms up and back. Deep stretch in your body. Bring your knees over your chest. Let's grab onto them. And rolling over onto your right side or left side if you can for your fetal pose. Let's come seated and pressing yourself up. Easy pose. Namaste.